Hi guys, welcome to the video. Today's video is all about the Remington RX5 and RX7, which is the RX7 is an upgrade of the RX5 head shaver. These are dedicated rotary style head shavers. We're going to have a look at all the differences, and then I'll finish off with saying which one I prefer, or what features I prefer, and what features might be useful, and all of the differences between these features. So basically the video will see, is it worth paying that little bit extra for the Remington RX7 than the Remington RX5? Just a quick intro, my name's Jason. I run the website shavingadvisor.com. I review a bunch of men's grooming products, which includes head shavers I've reviewed. Please do hit the subscribe button if you find anything useful in this video. It'll really help the channel out, it's much appreciated. The Remingtons among all head shavers for sale are popular head shavers. They are very popular. It's a head shaver that I rate quite highly among all electric head shavers. But you'll see that I've reviewed both of these on video, and obviously I've reviewed them on the website. Now when you unbox these, everything is, you get the same inside the box, like the head shaver, the travel pouch, the instructions, a small brush, small bottle of oil for oiling the blades, and the blade guard. However, one thing that is different with the RX7 is you don't get the plug that you would get with the RX5. You get a USB cord, the USB lead. However, this is quite useful for, you can use your own adapter with it and plug it into your laptop, etc. But you just don't get your own adapter with it. The difference in the two, you can see that the RX7 is slimmer and slightly longer compared to the RX5. I quite like how it holds in the hand a little bit better, rather than this one's the RX5 is slightly more bulky. Not like there's a major difference. Now the other difference is the grip, the rubberized grip. This has rubberized grip on the sides, RX5. RX7 has rubberized grip going all the way around. With the detail trimmers, the RX7 is slightly wider. However, I never find these that useful for cutting in sideburns or getting rid of straggler hairs. Are not that useful on most head shavers. Now the RX5 offers an extra 35% of blade flex compared to the RX5, and you can notice this by the width of, or the depth of, the RX7's blades there. You notice it's slightly thicker. However, I've not really noticed much difference in that while shaving. The RX7 has an extra indicator light here that shows how much power is left in the battery. When it goes down to 1, you know the battery is about to die. Now of course the biggest difference is the power, the extra turbo power that the RX7 has. This is the RX7. That's the ordinary power, and that's the turbo power. You can hear that it boosts up somewhat. Now I'll just put the power on of the RX5 and then RX7 and listen to the difference. That's the RX5, that's the RX7. Now I'll put the RX7 on the turbo, then the RX5 on. You can hear the RX7 is speedier. In terms of shaving performance, there's not that much between them. The RX7 though is a little bit speedier because of that the turbo function. There's not any extra comfort, and I don't feel much of that. What Remington has said about a 35% increase in flex with the blades, I don't, I haven't found that much of a change. But that extra bit of speed and the ergonomics and little features as maybe prefer the RX7. Right, so the cost of these. So the Remington RX5 is 60 quid, £60, and the RX7 is about 75, and I've seen it come down to 70. It can change somewhat, the price can. Outside of the UK, I found in Europe the RX7 is quite a bit higher in price difference. However, as it stands with £60 and £75, I was fine with paying the extra for this. If it was anything more for the RX7, then I probably wouldn't have been happy with the purchase. Now in the description, don't forget I have some links there that I review for both of these shavers, and the Versus article, and there's also a roundup of all the best head shavers that I've used, and I rank them, and you can compare them. That should help you be able to compare what head shavers I think are best. Before we finish off, please do hit the subscribe button if you found this video useful. That really helped this channel out, and it should be able to help me stop those annoying advertisements that start at the beginning of the video. Much appreciated.